Now, this one was interesting because Tupac is very dynamic when it comes to lyricism. I felt like he got so deep and he was so deeply rooted in black culture that he had to dumb his style down in order to appeal to a wider audience. As far as lyrical ability, Tupac, he can come across as very basic to some people, but he hits you with some crazy things. If you really listen to all of his work, he hits you with some stuff that was just far reaching. It's like, wow, okay, I get the similes and the metaphors there. But long story short, for lyrical ability, which I believe is really 10, but I have to base it on what I've heard, I believe he can really hang toe to toe with just about anybody. But with that being said, I gave Tupac a 8.5 in lyrical ability. Moving over to JayZ. When we talk about lyrical in the modern sense, he can hang with anybody. You put him on a track with anybody, from the Kendricks to the J. Cole's to the Andre 3000s to whoever you put him on a track with. I believe that he would hold his own. And even with the Eminems, I feel like he can certainly hold his own with just about anybody. And for those reasons, I gave JayZ a 10 out of 10 for lyrical ability. All right, so my next category was R&B collaborations. Now, this one was interesting because I was trying to find as many categories to compare these two as possible, just so I made sure I did a thorough job. When I looked at R&B collaborations, Tupac had John B, he had Faith Evans, most notably he had Jodeci. So he had a lot of really dope R&B connections, and that's not including all of the R&B collaborations he's had with Death Row artists. But with that all being said, I thought that Tupac, with regards to R&B collaborations, scored an 8.5. So when I did this category, I had to consider how both artists modified their flow to cater to a R&B audience. And what I often noticed was that Tupac, even though he was doing an R&B track, he would still be pretty raw, which is okay. I think at that time it was definitely acceptable. But again, 8.5, which I don't believe is disrespectful at all. When I head over to the JayZ side, JayZ has a lot more R&B collaborations. I mean, some of the most notable artists that he's collaborated with, obviously Beyonce, Usher, Alicia Keys, and Rihanna. So he's done a lot of R&B collaborations, probably more than the average artist. And for the most part, I believe that JayZ modifies his flow to fit that particular tone of the song. And for those reasons, I gave JayZ a 9 out of 10 for the sheer fact that he's collaborated with so many R&B artists.